You guys, Tana Mongeau is finally speaking up about the whole LILAH Gibney situation. If you remember, I covered how the surviving LILAH Gibney storytime was blowing up on TikTok with tons of people sharing their own experiences and encounters with LILAH. It quickly turned into a massive and serious situation. Now, LILAH has broken her silence. Tana's weighing in since she used to be friends with LILAH, and even Cole has spoken up again, so let's get into everything that's been said. Last time, we talked about the viral video posted by Cole Kerrigan, an 8-minute story time where he explained everything that allegedly happened during his recent trip to LA while staying with LILAH. He described incidents like LILAH ditching him at dinner to take paparazzi-style photos of herself, accusing him of stealing substances despite knowing he's sober, and even allegedly peeing in restaurant booths during her concert after party. The video left everyone completely shocked and disgusted. Soon after, more creators started sharing their own strange experiences with LILAH, and people began revisiting old canceled podcast episodes where Brooke and Tana had hinted at similar situations involving her. Viewers started connecting the dots, realizing that LILAH's behavior seemed to follow a pattern. Since Tana and LILAH aren't close anymore, many assumed there were valid reasons behind their falling out. But things have escalated even further now, with multiple people accusing LILAH of serious misconduct. Despite previously saying she'd go offline after these allegations surfaced, she's returned posting what seems to be an apology video. You guys, it's hard to even process. There's sad music playing in the background, and everyone in the comments is calling it out for feeling completely insincere. It's honestly such a mess.
Hi, you guys. So for years, I've dealt with so much hate, so much love, thank God, and so much confusion. But all that is in the past for a reason. And personally, you guys already know I regret absolutely nothing. Because believe it or not, I've grown so much, learned so much, and matured just a little. But growth is still growth, and what I'm finally deciding to do now for myself is to heal. Regret keeps you stuck on pause or in park, and that's why I always press play or tell the driver in my Suburban to gas it, baby. Because not only do we have places to go, no matter what is going on, I have to move forward. The reward of growth, healing, and becoming better is so priceless and better than anything you can buy on Rodeo. So that is why I'm giving myself the chance now to grow and to heal even further. I've made mistakes. I'm not saying I haven't. I've made so many of them. But every intention or decision I made is always so pure with a big heart and an even bigger rack. Thank you, Dr. Hochstein. And at the end of the day, I literally just want everyone around me to feel safe, happy, confident, sexy. So if you're at home, God knows where, dealing with a bunch of insecurities in your own brain, commenting a bunch of hate on my page, when you've never spent a second of your waking life with me, first of all, ew. Second of all, kind of embarrassing, no? And third of all, from the bottom of my heart, I am so sorry if I've made anyone feel a certain way towards me or view me in a certain light, because that is not me at all. Like I always do, when I'm ready, I'm gonna tell you guys absolutely everything. Sometimes I tell you guys too much, but you guys deserve.
It seemed like she was trying to imply that some of the things being said about her weren't true, but overall, her main point appeared to be that she plans to focus on bettering herself.
I wish I could ignore all the things going on and all the things being said and just move forward and, you know, continue being a hot, sexy, bad bitch like I do best. But it's not the case. There's only one thing I hate more than when a restaurant brings me olives or blue cheese instead of ranch dressing, and that is when my name and character is being dragged through the mud, honestly, based off of lies or miscommunication. So, baby, communication is key.
The Coldplay song playing in the background completely threw me off, you guys. I tried turning the volume down as much as possible because it was honestly overpowering the entire video. You could barely even hear her at some points. It almost felt like she was reading off a scripted brand deal or something, even though it was supposed to be an apology for the things people were calling her out on. After that, she posted a TikTok captioned, "My response to everybody's opinion," with 2 kissing emojis saying, "respectfully, but also disrespectfully," while wearing the Alessia draped lace mini dress from Fashion Nova. Recently, Tana sat down with Trisha to talk about all the stories spreading about LILAH. Since Tana was once really close to her, she said the whole thing just makes her sad and believes LILAH truly needs to get sober and seek help.
Makes me really sad. Like, I just, you know, sobriety is what I want for anyone, always.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, it's just more of like sad for everybody involved. Like, obviously, anyone who's like victimized, hurt, you know, going through stuff like that too.
That's exactly sad. What it is. It's like all of those people have every right to hold her accountable for everything, and that doesn't negate that. I think it's like, I don't know, I just like would see some comments being like, I'm living for this, and it's like at least I know a lot of like what's actually happening, and like I don't want to like say this, like I want to knock on wood, but it's like if she keeps living this way, like it could really, I don't know, like take her life or hurt her. And I'm not living for anyone dying. I'm not living for anyone abusing substances to like any
it's sad
type of point. And like,
And what can you do? Like, you were her friend.
I've tried. I reached out to her and just kind of being like, you need to go somewhere. And like, I think that it's time, and I think that I would love to see an era for you where you right these wrongs and you find almost like a grandma era and, you know what I mean? Like do good things into the world, because I obviously from knowing her for so long, I know that you are capable of being good. And I think that like, I am very much more like removed from that whole thing now, but I think for a long time, one of my downfalls that I learned in my childhood is loving people for their potential, and that was kind of, I don't know, I guess how I felt about her.
Tana also responded to a TikTok clip where she commented, "There's also a lot I truly didn't even know when filming this." It seems she was referring to not being aware of some of the allegations against LILAH at the time, since a number of people felt she hadn't been harsh enough on her after everything that's recently come out. But it looks like Tana simply didn't know the full extent of the situation. So many people have come forward to share their own experiences with LILAH. It's honestly been overwhelming. Kerrigan has also spoken up again, saying he never expected his original video to spiral into something this massive. He explained that when he mentioned LILAH Gibney in his story, it was meant to be satire, and he never imagined so many others would come forward with even more disturbing accounts.
Okay, this is the last thing that I'm going to say about this whole surviving LILAH Gibney trend. I will not be taking an ounce of responsibility of starting this. I put that as my caption as complete satire because I thought I was going to be the only one telling my story of something that happened a literal week ago. I had no clue that so many other people were going to resonate with my video and come out with their own personal stories. That's completely out of my control. I had no idea it was going to blow up. I definitely didn't think it would snowball into an entire trend. I have literally zero control on how the internet is going to interpret a video that I posted, a story time. And I have even less control of what other people are going to post on their own platforms. But I think it kind of proves my whole point here of that I'm obviously not the issue if so many other people have come forward with their stories. But it does start to make this whole situation look like a drama starting trend when the whole purpose of me sharing my story is to just bring awareness about how it is completely unacceptable and not funny in any sense of the word for someone who is in an active addiction to treat somebody so poorly. Addiction in general is not a funny drama tea topic, especially with how poorly somebody might treat someone during active addiction. If anything, I tried to help this girl as much as I possibly could.
But based on Lila's recent posts, she doesn't seem too bothered by what people are saying. She actually shared her own TikTok on Instagram with the caption, "Y'all really want my opinion? Here you go," as if doubling down on the whole situation. People started calling her out again because she had claimed she was working on herself, yet was seen with a drink in hand. When questioned about it, she responded, saying, "To anyone thinking this is alcohol, maybe it's cranberry juice with hydropowers. Been fully sober for 9 days for the first time in 10 years. And then, as if nothing was happening, she went on to post a full Fashion Nova haul right after. It honestly left people stunned.
This dress is from Fashion Nova. The neckline, the velvet, the detail, the mesh, literally for all you baddies. You guys, I have a little daytime moment tomorrow, so I'm trying on these dresses from Fashion Nova, and I feel like this is really just giving picnic girl. Guys, I'm absolutely obsessed with this dress from Fashion Nova. Obviously, I'm serving rich, classy, expensive, and snatched, and it comes with this little gold detailing that literally chokes me out.
And that's the latest update on everything going on with LILAH and Tana's reaction to the situation. I'd love to hear what you guys think about all of this. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.